Hey guys, Schwell here doing a quick video update. Having one of those weeks, one of those weeks that you wish you could just throw out and just redo. A couple of days ago I had the idea, or I had a conversation with someone. That person wasn't necessarily anti-gun. They just didn't understand why gun ownership was so important to Americans, to people in America, to those of us who support the Second Amendment. Their main argument was, you have kids in the house. What happens if one of those children gets a hold of one of your firearms? And I can't say that that's impossible. There's always that slight possibility of something like that happening. But I take steps and I make sure that there are things in place to prevent that from happening. Safes, cabinets, lock boxes, there are all types of things that will prevent my children from getting access to my firearms. But not only that, I talk to my children about my firearms on a regular basis. I expose them to them on a regular basis, and I let them know the importance of not touching daddy's firearm. My two older daughters, they do get exposure to it in a different way as well. I take them out to the range and I let them get experience shooting those firearms. There is no sense of mystique around my firearm ownership for them. They don't have to go in there with any curiosity and start digging around looking for stuff. They've gone to the range. They know how dangerous this stuff is. They know how important safety is. I beat the safety into their heads, and that's how I am. When I'm at the range, it is no nonsense, business, business, business. Even with my daughters. And I posted up a video a few months back of my oldest daughter shooting, and some people thought that I was harsh with her. But you know what? I take it extremely seriously. Now, I'm holding a picture here. This is a picture of someone I have never met. This woman had a huge impact on my life growing up. This is my Aunt Charmaine. And like I said, I never met her, but she had a huge impact. This is my father's sister. This is the woman that my sister is named after. One of my sisters is named after her. So that name Charmaine resonates with me. It is very important to me. In 1972, Charmaine was killed by the mishandling of a firearm. A young man came to visit and was showing off a firearm that he had, and it went off and took my aunt's life. Now this was 1972. I wasn't born until 1976. That day had a huge impact on my upbringing and my life. Now those that know my family and know me, they have brought this up. With your aunt losing her life, you never got to meet her because of careless gun ownership, careless handling of a firearm. Why would I still be compelled to own one? Well, I mentioned my daughters earlier. I love my daughters, I love my wife, I love my family. Firearm ownership for me gives me the tools necessary to protect and defend the people that I love and cherish. That is why I own firearms. That is also why I take the time to go out there and train and learn more and more about the use of those firearms. I'm showing you this picture. I'm sharing this little bit about me, the personal side of my life. Firearm owners, those of us who support the Second Amendment, we're not heartless. We're not guns over everything. That's not what it is. We're exercising our right. And we're supporting something that we love. And that's what that it is all about. It's not about us having guns so that we can overpower people. Us having guns so that we can be in control. Us having guns strictly so we can go out and fight wars against the government. That's not what it's about. We are exercising a right. Just like those of us who go out and vote. We have the right to vote, so we go out and vote. People fight and lose their lives every day for those rights that we have. And I exercise those rights. That's me saluting them for the sacrifices they made. Now, I didn't want to ramble on too much. I just wanted to make those few points. We're human just like you. We just enjoy something different in our lives that you may or may not agree with. But you should respect our choice and our rights to exercise the ability to own and use firearms. This is Schwell. I hope you guys are out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. And I hit you with the two fingers. Later.